Hey, you looking this up?
You got a visor on. You don't have a visor.
That's true.
It's a lack of preparation
on your part.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right,
So
well, have you seen any separation between any of the quarterbacks in the last 2 days since heard from you on Monday?
I've seen improvement in all three of the guys that are really up at the top right now. So there's been, whether there's been a single guy that's gotten the separation that we want, no, not at this point. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Larry, how does that work in terms of, if you roll out a couple guys, in terms of giving enough reps in practice for maybe specific packages for each of the guys? How does that kind of play out?
Well, we won't have a specific package for each of them. I mean, they all know the package, so they know the game plan. And I would say, I mean, we've gotten a bunch of reps. I mean, from camp and the way we did things all the way through camp and what we're doing this week, our guys are getting plenty of reps. So it's just going to be who executes the best, who moves the chains, who manages the offense.
How much of a focus is there when you're dealing with guys that don't have a lot of game reps that you have to get game reps maybe for more than one guy?
You're going to have to get game reps. There's no doubt about it. And so, but really the focus, I mean, even though that we have gone to Cal and everything is about the game plan, it's still about, taking care of ourselves. If we know what Cal's going to do and we do a great job with Cal, but we don't take care of ourselves, it's not going to matter. So really, the game plan's in, the guys understand the game plan now. It's really focusing on ourselves and making sure we do the things that we need to do to be good.
Do you sense a heightened anxiousness for these guys to get out there and kind of see what they're all about?
Yeah, I think they're I mean, at this point of the year, they get tired of hitting each other. They get tired of practicing against each other, and they want to go play. I mean, that's why they play this game. That's why they work as hard as they do year-round, is for these opportunities that they get in the fall.
I know you said you'd like to have 100 more practices, but are you kind of anxious also to kind of see what you have here?
Yeah, I am. I'm anxious to see. I would like to have a lot more practices, I'll never get enough practices, really. But, it's time to play. We got a few more things to do mentally here between now and Saturday at noon, and hopefully we can get those things done.
What's your level of confidence going into this season compared to recent years past when you had your experience?
I don't remember having any true confidence back then, so I guess it's about the same.
How much are you affected by the field being installed tonight as opposed to starting tomorrow night?
None, because it'll all be done before we ever come out here for practice, so it'll be it'll be down and painted and all those things. So as long as there's lines out there and numbers, that's all I care about. So they said it'll be down and ready to go. So we'll, that'll be nice that we'll at least be able to, practice on it tomorrow.
Do you know how long that process will last?
I do not know. I think I was told that they could take this one up and put another one down in about 24-hour period. So, well, it's got to be less than that because we're going to be out here tomorrow. So, it'll be less than 24 hours. All right, thank y'all. Is that it? You were going to ask something, weren't you?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
What is kind of your confidence level in Tamon Fox going into Saturday?
You know what? Tamon has had a great camp. He really has. I feel very comfortable with where he is, because fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, he got some reps last year before he was injured, and so he's been in some games. He knows what that is. So I don't think I think the experience that he got last year is really going to help him. And I think I'm very confident where he is right now.
Coach, any update on Tommy Hatton? Is he going to be with you?
No update.
It sounds like, you make it sound like it's a 3-quarterback race.
Could be.
It sounds like Logan Bird is the odd man out for that.
Who said that?
Well, it's just kind of what my spidey senses tell me. But if that might be the case, why is there separation with those three and not him? I mean, he's not on the depth chart for one thing.
Well, one, because I would say for rep-wise, it's too hard to get 4 guys reps. We've been able to do it with 3, and usually when you go with 3 quarterbacks, or when you break it down, your third team quarterback hardly gets any reps. So most of his are all mental reps, and then your 1s and 2s are just reps the rest of the way. That's the way we've done it for a long time. So the sooner we can make a decision there as far as where 1 and 2 and 3 are, then that does cut back on the reps when they're all getting equal reps.
Do you have a vision about how you're going to break the news to those guys?
It'll probably, I don't know. I have to watch warm-ups maybe and see, who's spinning it good and who's. eyes look good, and you know, the looks on their faces. And, you know, I mean, here in reality, they all want to be the guy. They're all preparing themselves, and they know somebody's going out there first, and somebody isn't. So I think, you know, they're all mature enough to handle that situation. They know what the situation is. I think that if, you know, we all know they want to be that guy, but they also know they got to be great teammates. So they'll be prepared for it.
When was the last time you entered a season with this much uncertainty at quarterback? No, 2 years or 3 years.
Yes, was that 14?
Right, but Marquise knew a couple weeks ago.
That's what he said.
You did say that the 3 guys that are listed as the or on the depth chart have improved in the last 48 hours. What have those improvements been this week from those 3 guys?
Well, they've got you're just seeing them take control of the offense when they're on the field. I mean, they know the presence of the quarterback is really important. So they've grown now that they understand what the game plan is and they got a good feel for what's going on. Now they can really make sure that they're doing the things they need to do as a quarterback. You know, because when you're learning it, all you're trying to do is remember, hey, what do I do? What do I do? Now, to be the quarterback, you got to know what everybody's doing. You got to be able to fix problems that happen within a game, whether it's called the wrong way or something. You've got to be able to adjust and make those changes. And I would say, going into this week, I don't know that any of them were ready for that because it was still, what do I have to do? I think they're getting more comfortable with that, and now they can correct some things.
All right, thanks, y'all. Thanks, Coach.
All right.